Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to today's episode of Afrobeat and Comedy Entertainment. I am your host, DJ Kill the Vibe, and I'm here to bring you guys the 411 on what's going on. I said I'm here to bring you guys the 411 on what's going on. But before we get to that, quick disclaimer: if you're new to the channel, understand this about this channel. Everything I say is to be taken as a joke, and nothing I say is to be taken serious. Now, let's get on to today's topic, you guys. And we're talking about none other than the Kevin Hart roast, okay? The Kevin Hart roast disguised as hate, because that's exactly what it was. Well, actually, it's more so of a business. Y'all know how they say, do not mix business with pleasure. Well, Netflix thought it would have been a good idea to mix business with pleasure. See, the thing about business is when business is being done, the whole world isn't watching. It's between two people, or maybe more than two people, right? But business is being done without pleasure. Okay, but there's a little tiny bits of pleasure in it, right? And that Kevin Hart roast was nothing more than just business. It was not an actual roast, it was business. Now, why are you keep saying it was business? Because let me tell you guys something. Tony Hinchcliffe will not, and I repeat myself, Tony Hinchcliffe you would not catch him around these people again, okay? Tony Hinchcliffe does not hang out with Kevin Hart. You will rarely see a picture of these dudes hanging out. You will rarely see a video of these people hanging out. Now, when I was coming up, roast meant that your friends was up there roasting you. Yes, that's what a roast is. Y'all remember in high school how we used to roast each other? That was a friend setting. So therefore, what we were saying to each other, we all knew, okay, we're all friends. Tony Hinchcliffe is not friends with Cheryl Underwood. They are not friends outside of that business that they conducted on that stage. They're not friends. They're not even associates, okay? Here's the thing about this, okay? My friends and I, right? We do roast each other. My homeboy James, P, Yankee, Paul, Chris, Jimmy. We all roast each other. We tell jokes and we clown each other because we grew up with each other. Now, there is a limit to our joke because our joke is you can't disrespect people. Now, what I'm saying is, here's where we draw the line. We do not make jokes, no mother jokes at all. We don't make no mother jokes at all. Because we was raised by each other's mothers, okay? We was fed by each other's mothers, okay? My mom used to take us to parties where we will get done with the party. She'll come and pick us up, vice versa. We grew up with each other. So we know we do not tell mother's joke. We don't do that. It's too much respect to do that. That's why Tony Hinchcliffe felt comfortable telling that joke about Cheryl Underwood's husband, because he doesn't know the lady besides what he have read on the internet. That's not friendship. What that is business. It's business. Kevin Hart had Tony Hinchcliffe on there for shock value. That's all it was. He's not funny. He's not funny. Okay, in my opinion. And it's not even a George Floyd joke. He's not funny. Whoever's writing his joke aren't funny. Okay? Kevin Hart probably had no say-so in Tony Hinchcliffe being there because it's like, hey, listen, we gonna have him on there. And Kevin's like, okay, not much you can do because they paying him regardless, right? And this is how you know it was a business decision. Cat Williams was up there. Now, it was good for the culture for us to see two of our, funny people. Some people, it's subjective. Some people think Kevin Hart isn't as funny as Cat Williams. Like, he doesn't hold a candle to Cat Williams. Now, I'm not one of those people. I think both of them are funny. Yes, I do lean more so on the Cat Williams as far as being funny part. Yes, as far as being business, I lean more towards Kevin Hart. Now, I'm in the future gonna have both of those things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be funny and conduct business real wisely. Okay, we speak things into existence, but nonetheless, that was a business decision. Cat Williams set it up there. Netflix paid him good enough for him to come up there. It was good for us to see two black men hug it out, but we knew it was business. Okay, I was happy about it, but it wasn't genuine. But as long as these kids get to see these people interact and socialize with each other, hug it out like that, it was good for us. But that was strictly business. Because if it wasn't business, Kevin Hart would have had Nelly up there. Kevin Hart would have had Nick Cannon up there. Kevin Hart would have had Boris up there. These are JB Smoove. These are all the people I've watched Kevin Hart watching the Real Husbands of Hollywood, interact with each other. And that show was funny because these were genuine friends. If those people was up there, I would have been like, okay, this is a good roast. Because that's what the roast have and always was until now. When Tom Brady had his, I was like, come on, man. Tom Brady and Kevin, when have I really seen them hung out like that? Now, you can say, oh, well, they don't need to be shown that they're hanging out. But they show everything else. What? Ludacris was just hanging out with Kevin Hart and his wives. Two friends. But he wasn't up there. Okay, they had, what's her name? Regina Hall. Anyways, okay. They had her up there. Oh, she's so beautiful. Anyways, they had her up there. That is one sexy mama, okay? But they had her up there, and she said some funny things because she knows Kevin. That's what a roast is about. Knowing the person, knowing what to say and not to say, right? That's what a roast is about. But you guys let y'all racist mindset dictate that, because he said what he said about George Floyd, is like, okay, y'all need to get over it. No, stop telling us to get over things, okay? Stop. If you guys can get over 9/11, stop telling us to get over shit, okay? You motherfuckers have cried about 9/11. Stop telling us to get over shit, okay? That is not up to you guys. So stop it. But this was just a business. And they tell you all the time, do not mix business with pleasure. And Netflix gave you guys that example. Sorry for my English. I'm real passionate about this. Because funny comes from the heart, bro. No pun intended, Kevin. But it comes from the heart. So, by me not seeing those people up there, I knew it was business. The Rock showing up, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because him and The Rock, they do have that friendship. The Rock took jokes to the next level, right? Kevin Hart put a stop to it. Tom Brady, he put a stop to it, right? So, y'all telling me Kevin couldn't have put a stop to that? George Floyd joke? And then they had Tiffany Haddish up there. What did she contribute to the roast other than just sitting there? What did she contribute to that roast? I thought by you being on that panel, that means you was going to get there and tell jokes. Now, here we go back to Cat Williams again. He said she was not funny. He said she was not funny. This was her time to prove to Cat that she can tell a joke, that she can make people laugh. But all she did was sat there. Right? That's it. That's all she did. And it kind of made me mad because I'm over here waiting on her because I think she's funny. Yes, some people say, oh, she's loud and obnoxious, but I think she's funny. So it really saddened me when I saw that she wasn't on there telling joke, but just sitting there. A roast is about friends joking on each other. I just remember when Mr. Brown and Lavelle Crawford was roasting each other, right? That was an actual roast two people who know each other, two people who are friends. Like, look at this clip. This shit was funny, dog. This is a roast.
Only reason I said that you was messing with my boy Kirk Franklin, and that's my homeboy. Hey, take your jacket off and cover that side of the audience up.
I see why Kirk Franklin your friend. Both of y'all like little outfits. They should call y'all boys to men.
Everybody was laughing. That is what a roast is, you guys. And Netflix have completely lost the concept of that. But let me know in the comment, am I too harsh on my take? Am I right on my take? Leave a like and subscribe to my channel, you guys. The realest, illest nigga out.